They didn't ask, they didn't question, they simply grabbed his seat, shoving a black man out of a VIP chair as if Hugh were invisible in their world of glitter and greed. Cameras rolled. Security rushed over. The white couple laughed, insisting he must be staff or worse. An intruder who snuck into luxury. Every insult grew louder, every humiliation broadcast for entertainment. But what they never expected was that the man they tried to erase owns the company paying for this entire gala. And their downfall begins right now. The Grand Meridian Gala glimmered with expensive perfume misted through the air as the wealthy floated from table to table, bragging about investments they didn't understand. A live orchestra played to people who weren't listening. At table 3, a reserved VIP table 4 corporate TX, Jordan Miles sat quietly, reviewing the keynote notes he'd been asked to deliver later in the evening. He wasn't dressed for attention, hadn't need to be. His presence alone carried power, though no one around him recognized it. Not yet. Suddenly, a voice oozing entitlement cut through thigh music. "You're in our seats." Jordan looked up to find Bradley and Whitney Hare, a couple wrapped in generational privilege and rapid titer and prejudice. Whitney didn't wait for an explanation. She snapped her fingers at a server. This man clearly wandered into the wrong section. Bradley grabbed Jordan's place card, laughing. "Look, it doesn't even have his name. Have probably snatched it off another table." The card only showed initials J. Thick and Paney insisted on discretion. Jordan spoke calmly. "This is my assigned seat." Whitney smirked, delighted by what Shebbled would be an easy humiliation. "No, sweetheart, this table is for executives and owners, not staff." But Jordan didn't move. That Bradley leaned in with a fake smile. "Come on, be useful. Grab us too. Make yourself helpful." Laughter erupted from nearby guests. Jordan's silence was interpreted as weakness. Whitney rolled her eyes. "Security," she shouted. "This man is refusing to leave." 2 guards approached immediately, not to evaluate, not to question, just to obey through all fees. "Sir, you'll need to step away," one guard ordered. Jordan's jaw tightened. "I have a right to be here." Bradley shoved Jordan's shoulder. "You have a right to be in the service line, not here." Whitney pushed harder, physically dredging Jordan out of the chair. Gasps, cameras lifted, phones streamed, humiliation became a public. Jordan regained his balance, posture controlled, anger contained like a storm, waiting for lightning. "You're making a very big mistake," he warned softly. They laughed louder. "Oh please," Whitney scoffed. "The only mistake was letting you inside." Security grabbed Jordan's arm. That was the moment everything shifted. A commanding voice cut through the ballroom, unhand him immediately. Head snapped toward the stage where the chairman of Meridian Industries stood. Fear swallowing his tone, he rushed forward in visible panic. "What on earth are you doing to Mr. Miles?" Head demanded. The guards released Jordan so fast, the crowd flinched. Whitney blinked, confused. "Mr. Miles." Jordan adjusted his jacket. Now every camera pointed directly at him. The chairman faced the stunned room. "Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce our new Chief Executive Officer, Jordan Miles, the majority shareholder of Meridian Industries." The oxygen was sucked out of the ballroom. Bradley's swagger vanished. Whitney's smirk melted into terror. Murmurs exploded. "Hayes the CEO. They assaulted their own boss. Delete the video now." Jordan turned his eyes on the couple. No rage, just cold accountability. "You decided I didn't belong," he said. "Not because of a seating error, but because of what you assumed a leader must look like." Whitney stammered, "Wouldn't know." "And that," Jordan replied, "is exactly why this company needs change." He addressed the entire table. Every person who laughed, recorded, or participated. "You valued hierarchy over humanity." Several phones dropped with shaking hands. Bradley tried to recover his ego. "Look, we didn't mean." Jordan stepped forward. "You laid your hands on him. You ordered my removal. You publicly degraded a CEO you believed was below you." He turned to security. "Escort them to HR for termination. Process injective now." The ballroom gasped. Whitney panicked. "Termination? You can't. My father is on the board." Jordan did flinch. "I own the board." Bradley dropped to hiskness. "Please, we have a family." "Then remember this night every time you teach them what respect looks like." Security tiled them out. Cameras rolling. Defeat accorded forever. Jordan moved to the podium. The orchestra stopped. Silence. Surrender reto power when merit is ignored. And assumptions rule. Organizations wrought Hesed. So, beginning today, we rebuild Meridian Industries into a place where dignity is non-negotiable. He looked out at the same crowd that had mocked him minutes earlier. No standing, heads bowed. If you choose arrogance over empathy, you will not work here. If you choose silence when injustice occurs, you are the problem. People swallowed hard, guilt heavy in their throats. Jordan ended with a final blow. "And if you judge me by anything other than me, you will discover exactly how replaceable you are." Thunderous applause erupted, not out of courtesy, but respect. Whitney and Bradley disappeared into the shadows of accountability they created for themselves. And as the orchestra zoomed, every person in that room learned one truth. Never assume you outrank a man who built the table you're sitting at. Shocked by how fast their power collapsed, like, share, and comment the moment that hit you hardest. Tell us what you think should happen. Thought, arrogant couple next. Subscribe and turn on notifications.